Welcome back. In the previous video, we saw that JavaScript finds methods and properties on an object by working up the prototype chain. We also saw that the prototype property is a great place to put properties and methods that we want to share amongst all objects created from that constructor function. Let's take a look at an example and see why placing methods and properties on the prototype object is very efficient. In this example, we're attaching a method called sayHi onto the object created from the person constructor function. Now this will work totally fine, but let's think a bit more about what we just did. Every time that a person object is created, we have to define this function on that object. So when we make 1 million objects from the constructor, we're adding the sayHi property 1 million times. That doesn't seem very efficient. It would be nice if we could just define it once and have it accessible from every object created from the person constructor. And that is exactly what placing methods on the prototype property lets us do. In the example below, we've refactored our code from above so that we only define the sayHi function once. This code is much more efficient and makes use of best practices with object-oriented programming in JavaScript. Now it's your turn. Create a constructor function for a vehicle. Every object created from this constructor function should have a make, model, and year property. Each object should also have a property called isRunning, which should be equal to false. Every object created from the vehicle constructor should have a function called turnOn, which changes the isRunning property for that object to true. Every object created from the vehicle constructor should also have a function called turnOff, which changes the isRunning property to false. Finally, every object created from the vehicle constructor should have a method called honk, which returns the string beep only if the isRunning property on that object is true. Think about where each of these properties and methods should be defined for the vehicle objects created from the constructor function, and we'll go over a solution in the next video. Good luck.